you take a look at downtown Tulsa, One Oak Field to be precise, for this matchup tonight between the Tulsa Roughnecks and Sacramento Republic. The Tulsa Roughnecks are officially eliminated from the playoff places, having failed to secure 3 points at Tacoma Defiance. But with this home game and 2 more home games here at One Oak and recent wins against Fresno and San Antonio, Coach Tokarczyk, still lots to play for.
Absolutely. When you got a new ownership, you've got a coach that you still want to impress, and you really want to set the tone for the next year. And you want to set a good tone as a player, and you want to look good in front of the ownership as well.
As for Sacramento Republic, they come into this one looking to secure 4th place in the league and to get that home playoff place. They boast a 4-0-0 record here at One Oak. So they'll be coming into this one, Coach, looking to take all 3 points very confidently tonight.
Absolutely. Their confidence is going to be raising high, and it is so very important for them to set a level of dominance going into the playoffs.
Thomas Enevoldsen is the Danish striker in great form. 9 games, only 9 games this season, 7 goals. And he's someone that the Roughnecks will no doubt be looking out for tonight.
Absolutely. When you can tell your manager that you're averaging almost a goal a game, that's absolutely impressive.
And as for the Tulsa Roughnecks, it is Christian Altamirano. 7 goals this season, 6 assists, and he is someone that has recently been in great form and has helped the team to be better on the field.
Yeah, he's been absolutely dominant in the center midfield. He's constantly looking to get involved in the attack, and he's holding a solid defense.
There's been some rain in the air today. It's been a pretty good day. The rain is now cleared, though. We're set for kickoff, so join us after the break for the Tulsa Roughnecks against Sacramento Republic.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
I'm Chad Smith with Becco Contractors. As an employer, we're always worried about new employees coming to the job and not being aware of their surroundings and just not knowing what they're really doing because it's a new job site. So the partnership with Tulsa Tech has really helped us take that worry out of the equation. We know that they're fully trained and ready to go by the time they show up on the job.
How was school today?
Mrs. Smith, what are you doing?
Recycling.
You can't put plastic bags in the blue recycling cart, but you can recycle this milk jug. You can recycle stuff from all over the house.
You can recycle this empty box.
What about these hangers?
Just aluminum and steel cans, paper and cardboard, plastic bottles and jugs,
glass bottles and jars.
To learn more, check out tulsarecycles.com.
Welcome into downtown Tulsa for tonight's matchup here at One Oak Field between the Tulsa Roughnecks and Sacramento Republic. We are just about ready for kickoff, but we are going to honor the life of Promise Isaac, an Austin Bold player who sadly passed away in the past few days. So we will be having a minute's silence, which we will also observe here at One Oak Field. The players are out on the circumference of the center circle along with the officials. So we will have the minutes silence as we honour the life of Promise Isaac. There is the Tulsa Roughnecks side. A reappearance for Janu Silva up front because Tosi Uzo is out. And watch out for Altamirano and De Costa. The Sacramento lineup led by Cameron Iwasa, the captain, 13 goals up front. And watch out as well for the Bulgarian Bijev and Eni Voldston and Troy Tokarczyk alongside me. That is a very strong-looking Sacramento Republic lineup.
Absolutely, 20 goals between those two. I expect them to be a powerhouse today. And that Werner playing on the outside, he's third with 6 goals on the season.
Yeah, a couple of changes. In at the back comes the Israeli Kanan into the back four, and he will partner Hansopoulos, the Greek. Bobby Shuttleworth will continue in goal. And Sacramento Republic in 6th place against the 16th place Tulsa Roughnecks, who have 3 games left, including this one. All of them, Coach Troy Tokarczyk. There's, as we look at Coach Ensian there, all of them here at One Oak. So lots to play for the Roughnecks players.
Absolutely. There's been an ownership change, and it's all about impressing those new owners and finding a place for building for the future. It's definitely a club that's on the up and up, and you want to be a part of it.
The Tulsa Roughnecks side then, Sean Lewis in goal, Matt Sheldon, Malin Roberts, Cyprian Hedrick the captain, and Matt Rogers along the back line with Brian Reyes and Manny Gonzalez, the holding midfield players. And in front of them, a very exciting 3, which is Christian Altamirano, Rodrigo de Costa, who will play in the number 10 position, and Marlon, the Brazilian, on the right, and up front, Janu Silva. There is the huddle, and Troy, you know, you look for the likes of Altamirano and Marlon to provide the spice up front.
Absolutely. You look at the beginning of the season, you know, the first few games of the season, they had 12 goals for, and then they went on a spell of almost 3 months where they had 21 goals over 20 games, and then all of a sudden, about a month ago, they popped back into it, started winning some games, 12 goals in the past 7 games, starting to look pretty good.
There's Manny Gonzalez just geeing up the players for these last 3 games. The Roughnecks are mathematically out of the top 10. It was a very slim hope. They had to go to Tacoma Defiance. They did score late on. They were leading by 1-0 to give them hope, but a late equaliser, 1-1, and that put pay to their top 10 hopes. There's Bobby Shuttleworth in his 10th appearance for Sacramento Republic in his green shirt, black shorts, green socks, and we are underway with the Tulsa Roughnecks all in blue tonight. And we think, Coach, that's a kind of a grey and a white for Sacramento Republic.
Yes.
It's a changed kit for them. Not in the Old Glory red, as they call it, so often seen at Papa Murphy Park. There's Cyprian Hedrick just with a loose ball out there. Roughnecks will need to settle quickly. They've been in good form of late. Just the defeat, a last gasp goal here for Orange County to steal that one 1-0, but it's been much better form of late for the Tulsa Roughnecks, having gone on that 17-game streak, Coach, where really the middle of the season was quite frankly difficult, wasn't it?
Yeah, they went April through the middle of August with one win, and that was a tough part of the season.
There's Sacramento Republic coach Simon Elliott. More about him later, the New Zealander. Ball goes all the way through to the man in all orange tonight, which is Sean Lewis, who's done pretty well between the pipes. Here he is, wearing 1. And here is coach Cyprian Hedrick, the captain. Here's Bijev now down the left. Low ball into the box. Hedrick gets some kind of a heel on that one. That was a dangerous ball in. Still Sacramento Republic here on the attack.
Looks like from the start, the Roughnecks have decided to sit in and be very organized defensively, not break down, and perhaps be countering off of that.
There's an offside there, first one of the night against the Bulgarian Viljan Bijev. Didn't start the last game in the 2-2 draw with Lostos.
I have to say, this is the best the pitch has looked on that infield. With the driller season being over, they've had a chance for that grass to take, and those seams look pretty good. It's looking a pretty good pitch today.
3 games left, including this one, all here at One Oak. The clouds are in the sky, 75 degrees on kickoff. We have had some pretty heavy rain about 2 hours ago as we arrived at One Oak. That is blown through without too many storms. Pitch is in pretty good condition, and it's pretty dry out there. They had the cover on as a precaution. Here's Sheldon, flicked on by Gonzalez, up to Yanu Silva. Yanu Silva goes to ground. Mr. Maresco, the referee, continues play here. Here's Bijev, who's seen quite a lot of the ball inside his first 3 minutes. Matt Rogers playing at left back, wearing 20. Brian Reyes, who has made somewhat of his place his own in the middle of the park, and that's been somewhat of the glue that's been holding the team together. Rogers, Altamirano. The exciting Altamirano, trying to play a little 1-2 there with Silva. Ball loose now. And here's Eddie Volson bringing in Bijev, very attacking minded. Here's Cameron Iwasa, the top goal scorer, danger man. Has scored plenty of goals here. Away by Hedrick. Still they keep it alive. But here's Manny Gonzalez, and they are just a very, very good attacking side, Coach.
Yeah, I tell you what, the little inseam run into the back line, that was absolutely fantastic. His timing was excellent.
Yeah, they're a good side. 6th place, looking for that top 4. There's a ball back from Hedrick to Lewis, hurried clearance. Top 4 get a home game in the playoffs, so a lot to play for, Troy. You know, with them in 6th place, they want to try and get that 4th place spot.
Well, and that 6th place is shaky. I mean, that's, if you look at it, it's 45 points between both 6th, 7th, and 8th place all have 45 points, and so they're sitting in 6th on goal differential right now.
Here's McCrary. Ball into the box. There's Iwasa heading it down. Chance on the far post. Headed back in field. And there's Reyes, but he's lost control of it. Still Sacramento knocking on the door. Headed away by Hedrick. McCrary again. Ball through into the box here. Then that's going to be shepherded out for a goal kick. But Troy Tokarczyk, they look dangerous to Sacramento right from the off here.
Yeah, when I'm coaching, I'm telling kids it's all about that incision ball, that ball that breaks that back line. And we're 5 minutes in, and I've already seen 4 of those balls, and each one of them has been absolutely brilliant.
Sacramento, as we said, 6th place. They played 31 games, 45 points. Overall record is 13, 6, and 12. And they're going to be hard to break down tonight as well, Troy, because they're the 3rd meanest defence in the league. They've only conceded 35 goals behind El Paso's 32, and guess who? Phoenix at the top with 30.
Looks almost like they're defending by attacking, because they're getting forward almost at every position on the field.
Altamirano felt that he was fouled there, but the referee saying it's actually going to be him leaning in. So McCrary gets us underway again. Here's Barahona. Forward it goes, headed back from Matt Sheldon. Yanu Silva backing in, holding up good physical play over the top, looking for him again. And that's what Yanu Silva's got to do for the Roughnecks, isn't it, Coach? He's got to hold that ball up, the only striker up there, the big number 99.
Yeah, I mean, from the get-go, I've thought that the Roughnecks, if they can hold up play and invite attackers in and possess the ball, they look confident. It's when they have to go quickly that they look a little bit frantic.
Long ball over the top there, and it's Marlon Roberts there, who was just checking into Cameron Iwasa, stopped his run. Free kick. It's central, but it's probably a good 40 yards out.
We'll see how good the field is now. It looks like it's right on one of those seams.
So the back line being held at the 18-yard line. Just coming up to the 7-minute mark, 0-0 the score. Welcome in here to One Oak Field in downtown Tulsa on ESPN+. Free kick to Sacramento Republic here. Everybody back for the Roughnecks. Here's Werner's left-footed ball into the box. No flag. Would have been interesting.
I thought there should have been a flag.
There's the long run into the box there from Kana. Deco Kana, but he didn't get on the end of it. And maybe it's one of those where the flag would have gone up if he'd come into play. Here's Hedrick's long ball. And that's easily headed back by Deco Kana, the Israeli, to Bobby Shuttleworth, who hasn't been troubled in this first 7.5 minutes. 0-0 the score. Hedrick gets a header towards halfway. Battling away is Manny Gonzalez and Reyes in the middle. Here is Gonzalez, swinging it out to the left-hand side. Da Costa clipping a left-footed ball in there, diving header away. And that will go out for, I think it's going to be...
Looks like a corner.
Corner, yeah. So the Roughnecks with their first corner. And how Troy Tokarczyk, they would dearly love to get something from this set piece.
Well, and frequently this year, the Roughnecks have been that first team to score. It's been finishing those games out that they've struggled with. Their MO has been scoring a goal in the first 10 minutes.
Corner it is then. From the right-hand side is the Roughnecks attack. Ball being carefully placed here by Rodrigo da Costa. The number 16, here it is, into the box. It's over everybody. It's going to come out to the left-hand side. Still players in there, headed away. Da Costa again, takes a deflection. Will go off for another corner. Good attacking play from the Roughnecks, but pretty well defended by Sacramento Republic.
Yes.
Corner then on the left-hand side. There he is, Christian Altamirano, taking it quickly. Here's the ball into the box to the far post. Shuttleworth's there, headed back in. Ball in the net, but the referee's assistant has the flag up. I think the ball was out. Goal kick. But good pressure from the Roughnecks.
Yeah, absolutely. Realizing that they're all packed in the middle, they're kind of going over the top of that.
Bobby Shuttleworth then will just take this ball to his right-hand side.
We're always quick to criticize referees, but I tell you what, in the corner, that referee was in a good position to make that call out of bounds.
Certainly was. Here's the goal kick, and there's the header from Malin Roberts. Here's the replay coach, just to see if the ball did in fact go out. Here it is, pulled back in there by Roberts, hits the post. Cyprian Hedrick it is scoring, but the assistant's flag had gone up long before that. Remains 0-0. McCrary. Skundrich. Hansapolis plays the ball out to the far side. Marlon battling, hasn't had too much of the ball. Here's Da Costa, who plays a lot of his soccer up the middle in the number 10 position, but him and Marlon do interchange. Here's Cyprian Hedrick, the former San Antonio man, playing it back here to Sean Lewis. Lewis will go out to Malin Roberts, who's been a real stalwart at the back with the man he's just passed the ball to. That's Cyprian Hedrick. Roughnecks have become much more difficult to score on, although we did have a crazy 7-goal thriller here, which the Roughnecks won after a delay for weather. Fredin Monpremier's first goal of his professional career, winning that one 4-3.
And I'll say it's been a month since I've been here, and their organization defensively and their movement and transition from side to side is much better. So you can tell that they've definitely been improving, and I'm sure that has a huge reason why they haven't been giving up as many goals.
Well, anybody that knows the USL Championship as we do, neutrals looking in, will say this is a much improved Tulsa Roughnecks side. They are mathematically out of any playoff hopes. Here's a long ball over the top from Sacramento Republic. Direct run towards goal from Werner. Good save at the near post from Sean Lewis. Had to be alert, but Werner with a good turn of speed there. Troy?
Yeah, some closing speed. It's a great save, though.
Yeah, there's the man in frame. Here's the replay. And that's pretty good defending as well, you have to say,
I think
from Matt Rogers.
even if that ball makes it through, I don't know that anyone's getting on the end of that.
Sam Werner with his trusty left foot here will swing this one in. Plenty of players in and around Lewis's goal. Flicked header away, but the referee has seen some pushing inside the 6-yard box, and if you're a Roughnecks fan and a Roughnecks coach and a Roughnecks player, you'll take that one all day long.
Makes defending easy.
Cameron Iwasa just questioning the referee to what the offence was. There is our centre referee, Alejandro Mariscal. That's a loose ball, but Roberts will keep it in here, deep in his own territory. Lewis has a hurried clearance. There's a hit towards the centre of the box. Over the top for Bijev. Bijev in on goal. Bijev scores. Well, it's only taken them 12 and a half minutes. It was somewhat of an untidy piece of play before the goal from the Tulsa Roughnecks. And Viljan Bijev, the Bulgarian, has opened the scoring. 12 and a half minutes gone. And it is the Tulsa Roughnecks 0, Sacramento Republic 1.
I think the Tulsa Roughnecks gave it to him right on a silver platter there with a defensive mistake.
Yeah, just before that, we didn't see the untidy clearance and the hurried clearance. The ball did bounce over the head there, but it was, you have to say, a great finish from Bijev.
Absolutely. Just a fantastic individual effort.
There he is, the Bulgarian who did play at age 18 for Liverpool in England and has represented Bulgaria at under 20 level. And certainly coming off the left wing there, there's a foul on Silva. And the Roughnecks behind. Sacramento Republic, as we said in the introduction to the program, are unbeaten, 100% record, 4-0-0. They've scored 13 goals in doing it to the Roughnecks 3.
And they opened up with the same amount of confidence. They look like a team who's come into Tulsa and had a winning record.
Certainly have more of that in a moment, because we'll see Rodrigo da Costa here. Left-footed ball into the box to the far post. It's over everybody, and it will be harmlessly away for a goal kick. You talk about that record, Troy. 2015, the first season for the Roughnecks. Sacramento come into town and win 3-1. Next year they did even better, won 4-0. 2017 it was a 2-1 win, and last year a 4-1 win. And they always come in and perform well here at One Oak. As we say, 4-0-0. And add to that as well, back in June, a wonderful 6-0 victory against the Tulsa Roughnecks at Papa Murphy Park. A brace for Cameron Iwasa included in those 6 earlier on this year. The Roughnecks have improved a little bit since then, but they have to come from behind here. The goal on 12 and a half minutes from Viljan Bijev.
And I'll say just before that, the Roughnecks look very, very organized, but they look organized when they control the ball, and when they gave that ball away, they looked like they were out of control, unorganized, and all over the place.
Happens, doesn't it, often in this wonderful game that we watch all over the world, that a team can be in dominant possession and suddenly just one little mistake and a side like Sacramento Republic are going to punish you. Here's Cameron Iwasa.
The goal kind of reminds me of the Arsenal goal against Manchester United this last week.
Glad you got your Arsenal plug in there. A couple of Arsenal fans in the commentary box here at the Tulsa Roughnecks. Here's Sam Werner. Sacramento Republic in control here of the possession, and at the moment the Roughnecks finding it difficult to get hold of the ball. Here's Kanan to the right back, Jordan McCrary, the former Seattle Sounders man. McCrary again, neat ball inside. Now the ball out to Sam Werner, and he just took his eye off that one, and the Roughnecks will be glad to have a throw in here in the shape of Matt Rogers. Rogers' 11th appearance. He has played at both left and right back. He's had to wait his time to get into the side. Easy for McCrary there to just shove legally Janu Silva off the ball. Ball out to the left back. Barahona. Kanan. Werner's just come in field here. And he will switch it to the left-hand side to the goal scorer, Bijev. Bijev, the dangerous left winger, orange boots, steps past Matt Sheldon, clips the ball towards the penalty spot, headed down, left, and then a shot coming in, which Lewis does well to save, but that's your man, Eddie Volson there, hitting that one pretty well, Coach Troy Tokarczyk.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough night for the Roughnecks. You know, the Sacramento's playing a 4-5-1, but when they actually attack, that one up top turns into four pretty quick.
Here's Cyprian Hedrick, who's going to have a busy night ahead of him. That's an easy foul for the referee to give. The final playoff spots are at stake October the 9th, when Wednesday Night Soccer returns to ESPN News. Tune in at 7 p.m. local time as Birmingham Legion FC fights for the last spot in the East, while upset-minded Hartford Athletic looks to crush these hopes in front of their home faithful. Catch all the drama, let it all unfold, Wednesday, October the 9th at 7 p.m. Central Time on ESPN News. As Sacramento Republic score their second of the night, and it's all become pretty easy for them with 18 minutes gone. It's the Tulsa Roughnecks 0, Sacramento Republic 2.
And I'd say that one started again off from a giveaway by the Roughnecks deep in their defensive zone.
We'll see the replay here, Coach. Step over from Iwasa, and it's all too easy for Eddie Volson, who gets his 8th goal in his 10th appearance, and that's a pretty good record, having been signed from Indy 11. You can't leave a man like that with the space he had there, and Sean Lewis has been beaten twice inside the first 19 minutes, and now a bit of a mountain to climb against this very impressive Sacramento Republic side, who, as we said, are bearing down on that 4th spot they want to have a home fixture in the playoffs.
I believe that adversity is when you see the true character of a player and a man, and it's going to be very interesting to see how the Roughnecks handle going down 2-0, you know, knowing that there's not a whole lot left to play for in the season, except for, you know, perhaps some momentum going into next season, and I think that this is going to be a great test to each one of their motivation and will to want to play.
Well, it's interesting. It's almost roles reversal from the last time they were here. The 4-3 win after the weather delay against San Antonio. The Roughnecks were 2-0 up inside the first 6 minutes. Went back to 2-2. And then Altamirano's penalty right on the stroke of half-time gave the Roughnecks a 3-2 lead. So they're used to being 2 goals in front in recent times, but 2 goals behind as we got a slight injury, Troy Tokarczyk, as you say. And against a side, clearly, are a very, very good side in Sacramento Republic.
Yeah, attacking, they're an attacking force. Like I said before, only having one forward up top, it's clearly turning into 4 forwards. They're pushing their 10 up high, putting their outside forwards as high as they can get, and they're just going right at you.
Yeah, Eddie Volson playing in the 10. He's got a goal tonight. There's Bijev, the first goal scorer. So 2 in the space of 8 minutes for Sacramento Republic, as we say, who are going for their 5th straight win here in the all-time series between these two. And they're in total control of possession here as the ball goes back to Bobby Shuttleworth, the goalkeeper. Kanan, long ball to the left-hand side to try and pick out Bijev. Matt Sheldon's got his work cut out, the Roughnecks right back here, taking the throw-in. You wouldn't want to be in his shoes tonight against someone like Bijev.
Well, and they seem to be wanting to switch the ball to him quite frequently. They seem to attack down their right flank and then switch the fields once they get into that attacking third.
And then put Sam Werner on the other wing. And Iwasa and Eddie Volson, like you say, it's an exciting front 4.
Makes it very difficult for those 2 center backs, you know, to have to mark as well as help defensively.
Marlon, the Brazilian, is down. Fans, you can continue to enjoy the USL on ESPN through the 2022 season. The USL is excited to announce that the Championship and League One will remain with the leader in sports for the 3 more years. ESPN Plus will continue to be the home of all things USL, and at least 19 games a year will be featured on the ESPN family or networks, including 9 games on ESPN Deportes. Continue to follow, support and watch your club on ESPN and ESPN Plus, and we welcome you in on ESPN Plus to downtown Tulsa, One Oak Field, where it's 22 minutes gone and it's the Roughnecks 0, Sacramento Republic 2. 2 goals.
Is that 2 goals on 2 shots? No, they got a 3rd shot.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as they say. First goal from Bijev, followed up some 7.5, 8 minutes later.
That's a little good high pressure there from the Roughnecks.
Andy Volson, yeah, it is. So McCrary will have to go back down near the corner flag to take this one deep in his own territory. There he is. Roughnecks would dearly love to get one back before half-time. Here's Iwasa, who had a fantastic dummy for that second goal. It's going to be a goal kick. Good pressure from Matt Rogers. I guess if you're Mike Ensian, you know, you've talked about the exciting front four for Sacramento Republic, but we've not really seen much from Christian Altamirano or Marlon in terms of the Roughnecks side of things, Troy Tokarczyk.
We've seen a little bit of hold-up play, but nothing that's come out of that. So that would be looking what I would want them to do in the next 15 to 20 minutes is, can we connect? Can we play into the forwards and then connect out of there?
From the Sacramento Republic point of view, this is just what the doctor ordered in chasing the 4th place in the league. She's very tight, as Troy Tokarczyk alluded to earlier on. Here is McCrary trying to go round 2 defenders, but Manny Gonzalez cuts that one out. Here's Altamirano now. Da Costa runs ahead of him. Altamirano steps inside, loses possession of the ball. Iwasa lays it off. Werner now running at the defence, round 3. Malin Roberts steps in. Werner finishes up on the ground, but it's a fair tackle. He's certainly got a great turn of speed, Werner, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
Just picks it up and goes at the defence, not afraid to run at the defence. Da Costa laying it off to Altamirano.
That's better. That's better connection there.
In the end, it's cut out. Referee has given a free kick. Yano Silva, a man down, wearing 99 there. Toby Uzo has been suspended for tonight's game, but Yano Silva had to wait his turn on the bench while Uzo was in good form, but he gets that number 9 role back tonight. Quickly taken, and now the referee, I think the Roughnecks wanted to go quickly twice there, but I'm sure the referee, Troy Tokarczyk, would have said, look, wait for my whistle.
And there's the whistle.
Altamirano has just overhit that one. After all that, they'll go harmlessly away for a goal kick.
So often the game of soccer is about set pieces, and so far the Roughnecks have had a bunch of set pieces, but not a whole lot to show for it.
2-0 the score. Dave Saunders and Troy Tokarczyk in the commentary box here tonight, as we look at Bobby Shuttleworth taking the goal kick for Sacramento Republic. Good header away by Hedrick towards halfway. It's a foul by Manny Gonzalez there, right on the halfway line. A little bit of frustration there as Gonzalez talks to the centre referee. Little handshake there in the end. Free kick then, Sacramento Republic in those grey and white shirts get us underway. Once again, Araona goes back, and it will go back here to Bobby Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth, who hasn't had a save to make tonight. There was one scare when the ball was put into the net, but the assistant referee said the Roughnecks had run out of field. It had gone over the line for a goal kick. Good, neat play there. In the end, it'll go back from Canaan to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth, he can take his time and just lay the ball out. And a long ball down the centre of the field, headed away by Hedrick. Werner now. Good ball, neat ball inside to Skundrich. That one isn't so good from Iwasa. He's disappointed, the captain.
But even being Sacramento's creativity in the attacking third is a huge reason why they're up 2-0 right now.
They're just very, very organised, aren't they? And if they lose the ball, they get it back extremely quickly, and they're just not letting the Roughnecks play at all.
And they don't lose the ball often. Just a few seconds ago, you almost saw a game of rondo breakout, and they just kind of rondoed their way out of it and just kept possession.
Here's Marlon trying to get in behind the defence there. Cleared away by Hansapolis. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Roughnecks, who have a little bit of attacking play here. Matt Sheldon comes forward from right back to take the throw, gets it back. Immediately closed down by Bijev, deemed fair by the referee. And Evolson just lays it off to Bijev, scorer of the first goal. He goes around Reyes. Good run down the left-hand side. And that's a foul by Da Costa. And again, frustration from Da Costa. And Bijev is just such a dangerous player. And Troy Tokarczyk, that was just defence into attack very, very quickly.
Yeah, 2 passes, and they're in the attacking third. I think those little fouls, those things aren't cautionable now, but maybe mid-second half when those things start to add up, the Roughnecks are going to have to be careful with the cautions building up.
Free kick then. The possession is about 50-50, according to the USL Championship website. Here's Bijev's ball towards the penalty spot. Good header away from Hedrick, under pressure from Hansapolis. Still, Sacramento Republic have the ball with Jaime Villarreal. Ball into the box, headed away again. Ball loose. Werner down to Bijev. Bijev into the box, and away it goes from Manny Gonzalez. And here now on the scamper is Yanu Silva. Silva twisting and turning. Right on halfway, had a little shirt tug there, and I think the referee might bring that back. I think that's good refereeing. Just a little tug on the shirt there, Troy.
Well, yeah, and just before that, the attack. If you counted the numbers, the Roughnecks have 7 back, and Sacramento's attacking with 7. So the Roughnecks are going to have to figure something out because Sacramento's starting to attack with the same number as they have back.
Barahona there just having a little talking too. Just see the replay here. Well, I think it was for that foul, to be fair to the replay. And I think what Barahona was saying was, look where the ball is, ref, but I think he did take the legs as well. There was also a little tug on the shirt just before that.
Well, and I think that tug on the back leg is from behind. Definitely from behind.
Sheldon trying to go the long way round Bijev, and Bijev's fouled here. He's frustrated. Now, real chance for the Roughnecks here to get a ball into the box, and forward goes Malum Roberts and Cyprian Hedrick, the 2 centre-backs.
If the Roughnecks can take advantage of one of these set pieces they've had, all of a sudden it's a 2-1 game and some momentum going into the second half.
Yeah, they would dearly love to get one inside this 15 minutes. There's the Brazilian Da Costa. 11 assists and 9 goals this season. Would dearly love another assist here. Mike Ensian's men at least closed the gap against a very strong Sacramento Republic side. So here is Da Costa then, in your shot there, wearing 16, left-footed ball, low into the box, near post, and in! It's flicked on, and the Roughnecks are back in it with Marlon, the Brazilian, his 5th goal of the season. And there is some light at the end of the tunnel here, as it's now the Tulsa Roughnecks 1, Sacramento Republic 2.
What a left-footed strike.
Left-footed ball into the box, and there is Marlon, who doesn't score many with his head, and he gets in his 8th appearance, his 5th goal, a pretty good ratio. And that now gives us a different game as the orange smoke from behind the goal that Marlon scores the goal comes across the field. 2-1 the score, and it's a different ball game now, Coach.
Right, that's about the way the Roughnecks are going to have to play this. You know, they're going to have to defend a lot better than they are, pack it in, get their opportunities on set pieces and counters, and then see if they can make something happen.
Yeah, it's certainly one of those games, isn't it, with sitting in, as you say. Now, Sacramento looking for an immediate reply. They want that 2-goal gap again. Here's Spijev now in space. He's come back from an offside position. Referee playing on here. Interesting one if that had gone in the net. Still could, of course, but the flag was definitely up. Here's Werner from the right-hand corner of the box, and that one is skywards, and that'll end up for a goal kick. Werner coming in from the right-hand side onto his left foot, but a woeful hit. And gratefully, Sean Lewis will take this goal kick. Two-1 it is.
Every time the Roughnecks give the ball away inside their defensive third, Sacramento counters so extremely fast.
They really do, don't they? They are very impressive. And here in space is Bijev. Wants another goal.
It almost makes you wonder why the Roughnecks get the ball out of that defensive third a little bit quicker. In other words, find their top forward, their target, a little bit faster like they're doing right now, and then try to play their way out of that. Invite players forward.
And that is an offside against the Danish Henny Voldsen, scorer of the second goal. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Free kick then to be taken by the Roughnecks goalkeeper, Sean Lewis. As the drums are making a lot of noise. Here's a ball into the box. DaCosta tries to pull it across. Couldn't find Marlon. DaCosta has a second bite of the cherry here. Into the box. Missed header. Flicked away. Danger averted from the Sacramento Republic point of view. But the Roughnecks, Troy Tokarczyk, knocking on the door again.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at playing direct from that goalkeeper into the attacking third, makes them dangerous. They get an opportunity to take advantage of that.
Some game here now. 2-1 the score. The last time here, 4-3. The Roughnecks winners of that 7-goal game.
I will say that since that goal came from the Roughnecks, the game has opened up tremendously.
Yeah, and the Roughnecks are playing with a lot more confidence now, and it's Sacramento having to just sit in temporarily here. They won't like that. They love to have the ball, possess the ball. Marlon gets clipped, plays on, goes into the box, round two, hits one left-footed, didn't get hold of it as he would have liked there, Marlon. Good run, though. Throw in for Matt Sheldon. To Altamirano, who's been playing on the left. He cuts up on the right there. Low ball into the box is a really good one, but that's good goalkeeping as well, Troy Tokarczyk. Good goalkeeping from Bobby Shuttleworth, who's been beaten by the Brazilian Marlon's flicked header from a DaCosta free kick, DaCosta's 12th assist of the season. Here's Sam Werner. Wearing 11, couple of step overs, clips the ball into the box. There's a glancing header from Henny Voldsen, but it will not trouble Sean Lewis. We say again, they're so quick as we've got an injury on the field. We just take in, the first 36 minutes. And how would you sum up, first of all, the Tulsa Roughnecks play?
I would say the Tulsa Roughnecks are being taken advantage by defensive mistakes in their defensive third. I think Sacramento's 2 goals came off from giveaways, trying to build out of the back. Sacramento's attack is fierce, absolutely fierce. The Roughnecks have had 5 or 6 set pieces, and they've finally gotten ahead on one of them.
The man down is the left back Barahona, who's getting some treatment there. It's a good game though, Coach, isn't it? You know, it's pretty end-to-end. The Roughnecks, as you said, they've had to soak up, and then since they've got the goal, there's been a bit more of a spring in their step, isn't it?
I totally agree. You know, after you go down 2-0, about 20 minutes into the game, you know, there's a part of you that just wants to give up and the Roughnecks to fight back and make it 2-1 and make a game of it. The fact that it's open up from there, it's becoming an exciting game.
It's difficult for the Roughnecks as well, isn't it? Because you know psychologically and mathematically you're out of the playoffs. You know, you've got this game, you've got 2 more here at One Oak. There's no more getting on buses or planes now. But you want some momentum going into the next season, don't you?
Absolutely, and you want character. You know, you want to decide, are these the players that I want in the squad this next year? You know, and so I think there's a certain degree of, you know, it's almost like a tryout process. You know, which are the kids that you want on the team to help build for the future?
As Coach Mike Hensian, who took over during last season from David Vodrill. And there is the man who went down. We didn't quite see what happened there to Juan Barahona, but certainly he's taking his time to get himself back on the field. We also saw Coach Simon Elliott, the New Zealander, played for Fulham in the Premiership, did the coach of Sacramento Republic for 3 seasons, made 69 caps for New Zealand as well. He's done well since becoming the head coach at Sacramento Republic, and he would dearly love to finish this season, the regular season anyway, in 4th place. That's the last spot that would be guaranteed a home playoff game. Currently 6th. Lots of points to be played for and lots of interchanging of places, one would have thought, before the end of the regular season.
And he played for Stanford while he was in college as well. That's how he got over to the United States.
He's certainly been around, played his soccer. Here's the long ball into the box. Again, a flicked header, and it's 2-2, and it's Yanu Silva.
What a fantastic service.
Fantastic service into the box. Yanu Silva gets his 6th of the season. There he is celebrating. And with 6 minutes to go to half-time, the game has turned around. It's the Tulsa Roughnecks 2, Sacramento Republic 2. What a ball in, and what a header from Yanu Silva. No chance at all for Bobby Shuttleworth.
That's just a great individual effort.
Well, if you asked what the score was, you know, would it be 2-2 before half-time? With the way that Sacramento started.
If you asked me 15 minutes ago, I'd say no.
And now here we are. What an amazing game this is. 2-2 the score. Hope you're enjoying this one on ESPN+. 2-2. What's going to happen in the next 5 minutes before these teams go into the locker room?
And they always say that last 5 minutes that ends a half and then begins a half, that's the most crucial time.
Long ball looking for the goal scorer, Silva, who now has, as I said, 6 goals on the season.
You all of a sudden see the confidence to move the ball around from side to side and that Sacramento had. All of a sudden it's a little bit frail, and there's a little bit of a panic to them, and the Roughnecks seem to have a little bit of jump to their step, and it's become a game.
Of course, you know, we were saying that, you know, there's psychologically and mathematically the Roughnecks are out of the playoffs. All the pressure is on Sacramento Republic, isn't it?
Absolutely.
To get a result here.
They're expected to come in here and win because they've always come in here and win. You know, they're the number 6 team in the league right now, and they're playing the number 16 team. And so technically the Roughnecks have nothing to lose, and Sacramento has a lot to lose.
Here's another run from DaCosta. Sacramento Republic, after this one, just have games at home to Orange County next Saturday, and then they finish the regular season with a trip to Real Monarchs. Lots of soccer to be played. The Roughnecks.
That looks like that's from behind. That's going to gain a yellow.
I think it's Sam Werner who's going to go into the referee's book. You're absolutely right, Troy Tokarczyk. The Roughnecks will finish their season up with home game here next Saturday against New Mexico United. And then the final game of the season against Reno 1868 FC. That one's going to be a 3 p.m. kickoff on the final day. Sam Werner gets the yellow card for that foul. Well, there's the free kick on DaCosta. Or DaCosta did get a free kick, excuse me, for that one. I think the referee there in shot saying you've got to get up there. Free kick then, little lull in the game. 2.5 minutes to go. We don't think there'll be too much on the clock. There have been a couple of injuries, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. We'll see in just a moment or two as Manny Gonzalez clips the ball over the top. There's a good towering header from DaCosta, but he doesn't head it to one of his teammates, and Sacramento can get the ball the way up to Werner, who's just gone into the referee's book. He lays it back here to Skundich.
Just the fact that he's up there competing for those balls, even if he doesn't get it down and get it to his teammates, just the fact he's making it difficult on their defense to gain possession of the ball, to build out of the back. He's creating that chaos that has kind of turned the momentum a little bit.
Here's Bijev. Going back here to Barahona, who's okay again. Here's Kanan. Kanan will bring in Hansapolis. Hansapolis with a low line drive there, but it's easily picked up by Matt Rogers. And the Roughnecks will have a throw-in. And I think both teams will just want to get into the locker rooms, and it'd be interesting team talks from Simon Elliott for Sacramento Republic and, of course, Mike Ensign for the Roughnecks coach.
Yeah, I would believe it's going to be 2 different locker rooms.
The Roughnecks trailing by 2 goals to 0, and they've got it back to 2-2 here at One Oak. A great game that we're witnessing here, as Marlon, scorer of the first Roughnecks goal, drifts in field, tries to play the ball in behind to Altamirano. Here's Matt Rogers. Marlon. Marlon now to DaCosta. DaCosta into the box, and that's good goalkeeping at his near post by Bobby Shuttleworth.
That might be the best possession I've seen the Roughnecks have today. I think they strung together 8, 10, 12 passes there.
Here's the replay. You can see the ball coming in here, and that's good goalkeeping, brave goalkeeping from Shuttleworth. And great camera work from our great production team here at One Oak. Here's Sam Werner, and he's been brought down by Marlon Roberts, and that will be Troy Tokarczyk there demonstrating from the commentary box. That will be a yellow card. So easy for the referee there. No complaints from Marlon Roberts. Took one for the team there. Sam Werner will be able to drift the ball in here with that left foot. So Marlon Roberts becomes the second player, the first Roughnecks player to go into the referee's book, and it is Sam Werner there in shot. This will be an in-swinging left footer.
And I think that yellow card is more a tribute to his speed getting past that defender.
Good ball into the far post, headed back across goal, and thank goodness for Captain Hedrick to clear the danger there. 2 players went down. It was the number 12 Skundrich who had their header back across goal. We'll come back to that in a moment, because there's another ball into the box and a great header away from Matt Rogers. And the Roughnecks having to do a lot of defending here, Troy Tokarczyk.
Yeah, the set piece and then the other driven in ball right after that, both excellent services.
Again, talking of excellent service, here's Sam Werner, but he goes short here to McCrary. McCrary just controlling onto his right foot here into the box. That's an offside, and the Roughnecks will be pleased with Hansapolis being in an offside position there. And that might well do it now. We're playing time added on. 2-2 the score in a great game of soccer. Very different periods of the game. The Roughnecks were having to soak up a lot of pressure and give up a lot of possession to the impressive Sacramento side. And then a couple of great assists from DaCosta and a couple of glancing headers, and we find ourselves at 2-2 heading into the locker rooms. Lewis clears the ball. It's too much for Silva. It's headed back by Marlon Roberts. Down goes DaCosta. Here's Altamirano, who's drifted out to the right wing, having started the game on the left. Gonzalez finds Marlon. Marlon's tackled by McCrary. McCrary here will just play a ball inside. Good triangle from Sacramento Republic. Werner involved again.
Doesn't it just look like Sacramento could just break out and score at any time?
They're very, very quick. Here they come again at the dying embers of the first half, but that's too much from Bijev. And there is the half-time whistle, blown by our centre referee. And Coach Troy Tokarczyk, you and I have been thoroughly entertained. I'm sure anybody watching this broadcast has seen a great half of USL Championship soccer.
Yeah, it's definitely two sides to that half. You know, Sacramento had all the momentum coming out of the blocks, and then, you know, about 15-20 minutes left to go in that first half. The Roughnecks got a goal, got another goal, and has really made it a balanced game.
There's Yaru Silva, who got the first Roughnecks goal to bring us to 2-1. There's Coach Ensian. What must he be thinking at his side 2-0 down? Coach Tokarczyk, and now he goes in, and it's a totally different team talk.
Exactly.
So Coach Ensian's side, who were 2-0 down, 2 goals from Bijev and Eddie Volson, finds himself going into the locker room with goals from Marlon and then Silva on the 40th minute to bring us a half-time score as we head into the break of the Tulsa Roughnecks 2, Sacramento Republic 2. Don't go away, the second half and much more coming up after the break.
My name's Sean Riley. I'm a practicing chiropractor in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've been fortunate to practice for 19 years, owner-operator of the integrated facility Tulsa Spine and Rehab. This is what sets us apart at Tulsa Spine and Rehab. Integrated care. We have multiple different providers providing multiple different options for multiple different types of conditions. We have a concise treatment plan. What that means is it's not going to be open-ended. We're going to make specific recommendations. We're going to get you feeling better as quickly as we possibly can. And lastly, we're going to get you, the patient, on board with your treatment. What that means is we want to get you involved. We want to get you doing home exercise. We want you modifying activity. And what that means is we're going to try to keep you out of this office. Ultimately, we want to get you moving.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
I'm Chad Smith with Becco Contractors. As an employer, we're always worried about new employees coming to the job and not being aware of their surroundings and just not knowing what they're really doing because it's a new job site. So the partnership with Tulsa Tech has really helped us take that worry out of the equation. We know that they're fully trained and ready to go by the time they show up on the job.
What does it take to be a champion? Skill, strength, vision, an unrelenting desire to prove your worth week in, week out. An army of fans behind you screaming your name. And sometimes just a bit of luck. For 631 games over the course of the next 9 months, 22 players will step on the field to answer the question, why will it be you and not them? And the 36 teams, from the champions of yesterday to the challengers of tomorrow, only one will be right.
Long-range effort, oh, that's spectacular! From distance, and it's a goal! That's a great save, Van Oekel. That's it for Hartford Athletic!
Back out wide. Chance to put this in the penalty area. Chance, a goal! Devin Sandoval brings them to their feet in Albuquerque. A minute to play. Dia puts it in. Desperately headed away. Shot comes in. It's 2-2! Oh, can you believe it? From 2-0 down, Phoenix are level. Making the run, Mo Hernandez, edge of the box. Hernandez, great move, gets free. Hernandez gives SAFC the lead.
I told you the big man was feeling it tonight.
Low into the middle.
Oh, good shot!
Oh, damn, it's another rocket.
Goes right, gets the shot away, score! Nowhere to go for Lorendi.
Set up a shot, and it finds the corner. We're level at 2, and all of a sudden, game on here in Tucson. Puts this in the middle, looking for Ramos. Bingo! It's off the hands of Hara and in. The opening goal for Toronto FC 2.
Moafe lofts it. Boateng on the run. Boateng back of the net. Charles Boateng is first in league play.
To send it in. Headed away, couldn't get by the first man. Bermudez might come away with it, and he does! And there's nobody in goal! Greenville are going to score, and they're going to the playoffs! Greenville and Chris Bermudez!
And I'm going to chase it, and I'm going to chase it. I know we can't ignore it, no matter how hard we try. And I'm gonna chase it, and I'm gonna chase it. I know we can't ignore it, no matter how hard we try. Follow the vein.
Roughnecks fans, stop by and see our awesome team at the 21st and Yale location. We have your free Roughnecks shirts, the latest phones, and we offer Amazon Prime free on select plans. Come and see us.
Welcome back in as you see the floodlights here in downtown Tulsa at One Oak Field. We're at half-time between the Tulsa Roughnecks and Sacramento Republic. And it's been a thrilling first half. We've seen 4 goals. The Sacramento Republic went into a 2-0 lead. They were pegged back by a couple of goals from Marlon and Yanu Silva to give us a 2-2 score at half-time. Lots of soccer been played in this past week, and we have the championship team of the week for you. And there it is, and it's good, Coach Troy Tokarczyk, to see from a home perspective the Tulsa Roughnecks Altamirano in the team of the week for his recognised.
Absolutely, he deserves that right to be on there.
And Joey Calistri, a former Roughneck player, in there as well. But the player of the week is Canado Forbes from the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, who gets the honour of the player of the week. Forbes scored a pair of goals, the first 2-goal game in the championship for his career, as the Hounds took a 3-0 victory against Eastern Conference rival Indy 11 on Saturday night at High Mark Stadium. Well done to him, Canado Forbes from the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. We go to the League One team of the week. And up front, you can see Cameron Saul from the Greenville Triumph SC. Saul scored a pair of goals, had 3 shots on target, and he also won 9 of 17 regular and aerial duels in the side's playoff clinching victory against FC Tucson last Tuesday. Player of the week for League One is a man who is lining up on the left-hand side of that caption, and that is one Vangel Seguro, who plays for the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Half-time refreshments being had here at One Oak, and the 2-2 half-time score. There he is, the Chattanooga Red Wolves player of the week, Seguro. There's the players just getting ready as we come to our storylines. And as you know, we've been saying it in commentary, the Tulsa Roughnecks are officially eliminated from the playoff places, having failed to win at Tacoma Defiance. That was a 1-1 draw. But Coach Troy Tokarczyk alongside me, Sacramento is definitely in the playoffs and are heading towards, they want that 4th spot, so they get a home playoff draw at Papa Murphy Park.
Yeah, agreed. And if you look at, they are in the 6th spot right now, but they can move up as high as 4th, and that's important for them to play hard and finish strong to get that home game.
Plenty of jostling for places in the playoffs. Let's have a look at the standings. First of all, in the East, as we are just a few seconds away from the second half here at One Oak Field. So a quick look at the standings, as you see the Roughnecks flag there. Pittsburgh Riverhounds, the top 6 there, all clinching. North Carolina, look out for them in 7th place. Still some work to do for them. And St. Louis down there in 9th. A lot to do for them. Let's move to the West and see just what Sacramento's job is here tonight. They'll want to go away with all 3 points. There they are in 6th place. They would want to get to 48. Phoenix Rising, of course, way out of sight now. Fresno, Reno, congratulations to them. But from 4th really down to 10th, lots of jostling of places. As we are getting ready for the second half here. 2-2 as the Tulsa Roughnecks flag is blowing in the breeze. And we are underway here as the ball is driven out. We'll give you some out-of-town scores as we go through the second half, and also we'll talk about a new addition to USL League One. More of that to come. Dave Saunders and Troy Tokarczyk in the commentary box here at One Oak Field, where we've seen quite a half of soccer, and if the second half is half as good, it's going to be a great game. Here are some out-of-town scores for you as we keep an eye on the play, with Sacramento Republic looking to try to restore a lead they had, but they've been pegged back. Hansapolis now wearing 6. Forward to the left-hand side. McCrary has gone across to left back. He did play at right back, so there's a bit of a switch there. Throw in to McCrary. BJF just leaves it for him. Strong challenge from Marlon there, wins it back for the Roughnecks. DaCosta to Silva. Marlon goes down, was clipped, and that will be a foul. Hayden Partain has come onto the field at half-time for Sacramento Republic.
So to begin the second half, immediately when the Roughnecks tried to build forward, they played their target forward and a little bit of hold-up play. Foul came out of it, but that's exactly what we'd like to see from them.
Got a quick look at some of these scores. An impressive win for North Carolina, 2-0 over Red Bulls 2. To keep their playoff hopes alive. Lots of games to come in the USL Championship. It's currently St. Louis 0, Louisville City 1. Reno against El Paso just 7 minutes in, that's 0-0. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC 2, LA Galaxy 0. And that's somewhat of a turn up for the books as LA Galaxy look to get in the playoff places. Here's Sacramento Republic then. Ball into the box. Kind of a clearance, and a shot against the bar. I was going to say it was an easy finish, and how has BJF missed that one? Well, we'll see on the replay with Troy Tokarczyk.
You think he's going to be pretty disappointed in himself?
We'll see it on the replay here. BJF, who scored the first goal of the game, just watch this and take us through this, Troy. Open goal.
I'll tell you what, all he's got to do is just inside of the foot, pass it home.
Yeah, he didn't even have to hit it as hard as he did, but the Roughnecks survive. And Coach Elliott for Sacramento Republic will be disappointed that his side have not taken the lead again in this game.
This half has started almost like the first half did, where Sacramento's taken advantage of some defensive mistakes and some defensive disorganization.
Certainly would have had a good team talk from Coach Elliott, I'm sure. Sacramento Republic here, trying to protect that 100% record. No foul. Here's McCrary.
I will say, I'm curious which locker room I would have rather been in.
We said going in, 2 interesting team talks as Enny Volson has a shot easily saved by Sean Lewis. We said Hayden Partain has come on for Sacramento Republic at the start of this second half. Sliding challenge on Janu Silva. Referee's going to give that one. Roughnecks have a chance to get a few men into the box here, Coach.
I think that foul from up here, it looked a lot worse than maybe it did down there. It looked like it was pretty heavy and from behind.
I think the reason for the substitution, by the way, Hayden Partain coming in, is Juan Barahona, we saw, got an injury, and he's failed to make it out for the second half. What it has meant is the number 12, Skundrich, has gone to right back for Simon Elliott's men. Ball scooped up into the air, easy catch here for Shuttleworth.
I think that service left something to be desired. Right idea, just wrong execution.
Hayden Partain has played in 18 games this season. Here's the ball into the box, and there's somewhat of a shot on goal. BJF tries to keep it in, and the referee saying that it did in fact go out. Assistant on the far side again just a moment of danger, Coach Tokarczyk here.
Yeah, that's a heck of a slotted ball, top of the 6, making a fantastic run, getting in front of the defender, just didn't get contact on it.
Hayden Partain, who joined Republic mid-season in 2017 from PDL side Des Moines Menace. Played his college ball at Wake Forest and slots into the central midfield role. And that is the reason why Jordan McCrary has gone from right back to left back. No substitutions for the home side, who were 2-0 down and got it back to 2-2. That's our current score. Throw into the Roughnecks. It's going to be taken here by the number 13, Matt Sheldon. Ball on the field, just retrieved by the ball boy. Here's Marlon, trying to win at least a corner. Away it goes from the big Greek Hantsopoulos. He felt that Yano Silva was giving him some close attention. Good physical battle, that one.
Yeah, there's nothing there, though. That's just some good battle.
Ball into the box, headed away. Silva went down.
Again, good battle.
Iwasa wants the throw in. Iwasa gets the throw in for his side. The captain leading the line. Cameron Iwasa, 13 goals. Throw in then for Jordan McCrary. Here's Marlon. Bijev wanted a foul, didn't get it. Marlon plays on. Marlon Roberts will go back here to keeper Sean Lewis. He's been beaten twice tonight by Bijev and then Eniv Olsen. That will be a throw-in. De Costa having to go at the referee about something.
I think it's the 5th or 6th time just this half that the referee's gotten the ear from a few of the players.
He's done well, the referee. I think he's refereed it very well. A couple of yellow cards in the first half. Talked to the players, communicated well. Reyes to Roberts. Roberts now will go out to the left-hand side to Matt Rogers. Rogers will go back to Lewis. Lewis will clear towards the left-hand side. Headed back in field by Skundrich. Sacramento have had most of the possession in the first 8 minutes of this second half, excuse me. Dave Saunders and Troy Tokarczyk with you here at One Oak Field in downtown Tulsa. Here on ESPN+.
You get the sense that both teams are in a knockdown, drag-out battle now.
Neither team will want to go away from here with a point, will they?
No.
For different reasons, of course.
You can tell both teams are going for W's.
Sacramento will want to make it their 5th win here in as many games. Going to see Tulsa Roughnecks substitute coming on any minute. In fact, it will be right now. So a change from Mike Ensian. Matt Rogers will come off. He's done pretty decently at left back.
And I think he's had a tough night. I think those outside forwards have pace, they have creativity, they're constantly attacking that back line. But I think he did a pretty good job.
Anthony Legendre comes in, so a like for like, left back. Here's Altamirano, turning and running up to halfway. Plays it square to Manny Gonzalez. Gonzalez tried to play in Marlon. Marlon had just stepped inside. McCrary now to Iwasa. Iwasa to Eniv Olsen. Here's Werner. Clips the ball in with his right foot. A good header away. And then here's Bijev. Misses his kick and cleared away by Roberts. Great build-up from Sacramento. Here's Villarreal. Shot again. And Coach Tokarczyk
That's the second time that I've seen fantastic build-up and then just couldn't get that finish.
It was a great team move, wasn't it, as we see it again here. Clip ball in from Werner. Header away from Sheldon.
Oh, I think he just wants it again. He just wants that one again.
Bijev wants to start the second half again. He's hit the bar from an open goal, and he just didn't get connection on that one.
I'm sure his frustration level's out the roof right now.
Scored
Hopefully
the
he
first
just
goal of the
settles
night.
in and finishes off the game.
Legendre to Gonzalez. Gonzalez runs into trouble. Skundrich wins it back for Simon Elliott's men. Headed away by Hedrick. There's a high boot, but they'll play on here because Marlon's away. And he seems to have the freedom of one oak here. Marlon round one, where tries to just play a little ball there to Da Costa. Sliding challenge coming in from Jaime Villarreal. He wins it back for Republic, and that was a chance wasted. Here's Bijev now. It's end-to-end stuff. 2-2 the score. Bijev, couple of step overs. Does he get a third chance in this second half? Sliding challenge from Bijev, and again, and then a header from Malin Roberts will fall nicely for Sean Lewis and Troy Tokarczyk. You can't take your eyes off this one. It's end-to-end.
It's definitely end-to-end. Excellent defending there by the Roughnecks, but definitely some fantastic attacking going on both sides of it.
Long ball from Sheldon. Easily picked up here by Kanan. His ball is out. Fans, the USL unveiled its elite youth platform, USL Academy. This allows clubs at all levels across the USL to develop its local youth and compete at the highest level across the United States, including the USL Academy Cup. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy. 2-2 the score. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Roughnecks. But it's a throw-in now for Sacramento Republic. McCrary, good ball into Iwasa here. Iwasa wants a bit of space, but he'll go out to Bijev. Bijev here. The Bulgarian clips the ball in. It's going to be away from Legendre. It's going to be a corner ball. We're going to tell you about the latest addition to the USL League One in just a few moments, because we'll stay with the action here. Corner to Sacramento Republic. There they are, Union Omaha. Going to have the owl as their emblem. And they're going to play their ball at Werner Field.
Isn't that where that College World Series is being played, downtown Omaha?
There's the ball into the box, and there's a header from Hedrick away. Back into the box, and there's a simple tap-in for Sacramento Republic. Everybody look round. And it is a simple tap-in for the number 31, Cameron Iwasa, his 14th goal of the season. And Sacramento Republic, who were 2-0 up in this game, pegged back to 2-2, score the simplest of goals. And it's now the Tulsa Roughnecks 2, Sacramento Republic 3. Troy Tokarczyk, what happened here defensively?
Well, it looks as though the center backs just got confused on who was going to step in and defend, and basically nice little headed ball through. Everybody watches it, and that lands, and little tap in.
Well, Cameron Iwasa, you can't give a man of his quality that kind of space. And there's frustration you can see there from Manny Gonzalez, your man in shot. For the Roughnecks point of view, you have to come from behind again. 3-2.
Well, here we are again. You know, we're discussing things like character and, you know, what are you going to do when you go down, and adversity and, you know, those types of things. And here we are again. Let's see how the Roughnecks respond to that.
Interesting as well, there was no claim from the Roughnecks defenders for an offside. They all knew that Iwasa was onside.
Yeah.
And he just taps the ball home, and everybody stands around and looks. It does happen in the game of soccer.
It seems almost like it's the first half and repeat. A good nice little tap-in goal off of a defensive breakdown, and then at the other end, the Roughnecks have a set piece.
Here's the set piece. Might be able to have a chance to look at that goal again, just to see defensively what happened. Here's the free kick from DaCosta, who's already had 2 assists on the night. Referee just telling players to not hold on to each other around about the penalty spot. Here's DaCosta. Good ball into the box. Keeper comes out. As Cyprian Hedrick was going in as though his life depended on that. Manny Gonzalez tackles Hayden Partain. Brave goalkeeping, and Cyprian Hedrick nearly on the end of a wonderful ball in from DaCosta, Troy Tokarczyk.
Yeah, altogether, that was just two sides of it. Fantastic ball played in. Oh, wow.
That's brave goalkeeping from
Absolutely.
Bobby Shuttleworth. Thankless task, as we all know, to be a goalkeeper, but to be that brave with Cyprian Hedrick bearing down. Now here's Marlon running down the right-hand side. He's got McCrary for company. Marlon, the Brazilian, 5 goals in this is 8th appearance. One of the reasons why the Roughnecks have had such a turn in form. Altamirano couldn't win that one. Skundrich did. Skundrich from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Started the game in central midfield, just having to go to right back because of the injury to Juan Barahona, who did not come out for the second half. Here's Altamirano. Skundrich does well to get back at him. Good battle there as the ball stays inside the white line. Good response from the Tulsa Roughnecks, Troy Tokarczyk.
There's a lot of energy again. They came out a little bit flat in the second half, and all of a sudden they go down a goal, and you start to see the energy back.
Altamirano onside here, bears down on goal, pulls it back. Who's there? DaCosta. DaCosta still, and then he's blocked by Villarreal. Great play from Altamirano, pulled the ball back just where you want it pulled, and DaCosta didn't really have a clear sight of goal.
Yeah, I really like that ball, top of the 6-yard box. I would have liked to seen just a slightly different run towards that ball to get your hips facing the goal.
It is one of the most lethal attacking weapons in the game of soccer, isn't it? When you get that ball, you get to the byline, and then you pull it back.
And everybody knows it's hard to defend, and everybody knows between the 6-yard spot and the penalty spot, that's where that ball is going to be served.
Ball over the top from Hansopoulos. Bijev battling with Sheldon, and it is a battle. Villarreal. His ball over the top, looking for Enevoldsen. Enevoldsen keeps the ball in, but straight. Oh, well, I say keeps the ball in, then I see in the darkness over in the far side the assistance flag went up. And now the Roughnecks with Reyes come forward. Manny Gonzalez picks out Legendre, who's come on as a second half substitute. Hasn't seen much action lately. Cyprian Hedrick, who's been pretty ever-present at the back. Reyes inside the centre circle. Picks out Legendre again. Good possession from the home side here, who trail by 3 goals to 2. DaCosta back to his captain, Hedrick. On halfway, Sheldon. Yanu Silva's first touch was a little bit untidy, still battling for the ball. 3 grey and white shirts around him. And in the end, Yanu Silva just a little bit overzealous.
It's really interesting. You look at attacking philosophies. When the Roughnecks attack with those 3 forwards, they keep their forwards as wide as possible. But on the other hand, Sacramento likes to pinch in those forwards and look at like 3 different targets instead of just with the Roughnecks just 1. It's just interesting to see the different philosophies.
Great game, different philosophies, 2 good coaches, Coach Ensign and Simon Elliott for Sacramento Republic. Here's the goalkeeper, Bobby Shuttleworth, a mile out of his goal with this free kick. Ball driven down the left-hand side. Good win from Sheldon in the air. It's going to go all the way back to keeper Sean Lewis. Lewis rolls the ball out to Malin Roberts.
I think you're going to look to see as time goes on, the Roughnecks are going to have to begin to find a real sense of urgency to score and get this game balanced up.
Put the pressure back on the team who need the points more than the Tulsa Roughnecks. The Roughnecks can finish as high as 12th place if they were to win tonight and then their last 2 games against New Mexico United and Reno 1868. They would need help from other teams to do that. Here's Manny Gonzalez. Reyes. Reyes picks out the right back, Matt Sheldon. Sheldon will go into the box. A good one. Good diving header away from Kanan. Here's Manny Gonzalez, who can hit them. Finds Marlon. Marlon goes the long way round. Tackle coming in from McCrary. Taken over by Sheldon. Sheldon into the box and headed just over by Yanu Silva. And that got the crowd off their feet. And us in the commentary box.
He almost got himself another one there.
What a great piece of play from Matt Sheldon. That man in your frame there, Yanu Silva, wants his second goal of the night. Here it is again, Coach Tokarczyk, and you can see good play here. Great ball in, and it almost came to him too quickly, didn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think he was a bit surprised it hit him so quick.
The final playoff spots are at stake October the 9th when Wednesday Night Soccer returns to ESPN News. Tune in at 7 p.m. local time as Birmingham Legion FC fights for the last spot in the East, while upset-minded Hartford Athletic looks to crush those hopes in front of their home faithful. Watch all the drama unfold Wednesday night, October the 9th at 7 p.m. local time on ESPN News. As we have another injury, and it's Hayden Partain who came on at half-time. Chance for the players to get a drink on board. It's temperatures in Tulsa just cooling down a little bit. Here's the last effort again. Good persistent play from Sheldon. And as I said, it was a great driven ball, but almost came to him too quickly. Troy Tokarczyk.
I tell you what, I like the little move that was put to get into that position to play the ball.
Was good play, and it's good attacking play from Matt Sheldon. Playing in his 18th game tonight. Everybody's okay. There's thumbs up from Yanu Silva. He liked the service. And he liked the service from DaCosta in the first half, scoring the first Roughnecks goal of the night. 2-2 it was at half-time. We progress now to the 68th minute. And Cameron Iwasa's goal, the only one in the second half, gives his side the slender lead by 3-2. Good dummy from the referee there. Here's Dekel Kanan, the Israeli, to Jaime Villarreal. He goes down to pick out Werner, but Werner's control let him down a little bit there. Legendre up to Silva. Silva's beaten in that one. Ball will go all the way back here to Bobby Shuttleworth. Thank you for joining us here at One Oak Field in downtown Tulsa on ESPN+. As Sheldon picks up the ball and feeds the Brazilian Marlon. Marlon steps in field, always exciting. DaCosta nearly put in Yanu Silva there. Miscontrol from Bijev. And here's Altamirano stepping inside, one challenge. Altamirano inside the box, shoots! Oh, good save from Shuttleworth. Well, Altamirano doesn't need too much invitation to go for goal, Troy Tokarczyk. And you can take us through the replay.
It's a great switch of the fields, and then attacking the middle of the field, gets position, and then a nice strike. Turns into a nice little corner kick.
Here's DaCosta in the box. Ball loose inside the box. Bijev will get there. Rather hit Yanu Silva there. But what an effort from Altamirano. Still the Roughnecks knocking on the door, trying to get back on level terms. Given away by Reyes. Here's Enny Volson. Goes to the right-hand side. Step overs from Werner. Under pressure, though, from Legendre. It's a good battle out there developing. Inside the box is Werner, pulls it into the box, but he has head in hands. He needed that ball pulled back, Troy Tokarczyk.
His on-the-ball skill and movement is definitely shredding a little bit.
Roughnecks now enjoying a little bit more possession here. Here's Marlon, who seems to have space down this right-hand side. Takes on McCrary. twice. Still with the ball. McCurry gets a good foot in there. No foul.
No foul, just a little frustration. I think he got his feet out from under him and just a little frustrated with himself. But I agree with you. He's really turned it up here in the second half.
DaCosta has to come back to try and help out down the right-hand side. As Bijev and Villarreal just slow things down now, which is what they have to do. Sacramento Republic. Kanan. Hansapolis. Long ball from him as the rain comes down here. And Legendre will go back here to Sean Lewis. 3-2 the score. To a side that's never lost here at One Oak. Shuttleworth, who made that save just a couple of moments ago to keep out Altamirano in this game. It is end-to-end pretty much now as Kanan scoops the ball out wide and it goes out. It's going to be a substitution here for Sacramento Republic. And it's going to be Bijev who's going to come off. He's worked hard tonight, there's Bijev. And we're going to see the number 10 come in. That's Kevin Aleman, who's a pretty decent player. So Aleman comes in, number 10. We're also going to see a change, I think, for the Roughnecks. Seen the introduction of Boyaki. Now here's a good run from Altamirano again, gets to the byline, pulls it across and it's cleared away by Hansapolis, and Altamirano is really tearing down that left-hand side. The Roughnecks making that substitution there. Panin Boyaki comes on. Here's Reyes to Gonzalez. Manny Gonzalez inside the box here, trying to go between two defenders. Goes down. Gottrip, no, says the referee. A few of the fans behind the goal wanted a penalty. Nothing doing from the referee.
I think the official was in a good spot to call or not call that.
Maybe have a look at that again. Here's DaCosta. Marlon it was who left the field for this man here, Panin Boyaki. Here's DaCosta. Neat ball to Boyaki. But it's cleared by McCrary. Going to be a throw in then for Matt Sheldon. As we said, some light rain falling here. Did have heavier rain around about 2 hours before kickoff.
I think this rain is just enough to get that ball to move a little faster.
Here's the replay of the possible penalty. There's Manny Gonzalez going down. Here's the ball into the box, flicked on by Yanu Silva. Altamirano in space, clips the ball towards Yanu Silva, headed away by McCrary. Cameron Iwasa back there, all hands to the pump. That one goes out. Throw in now to Matt Sheldon. 16 minutes left, time slightly against the Roughnecks now. Here's Sheldon driving down the right-hand side. Needs a decent ball, gets a good ball. Here's DaCosta inside the box. Hayden Bartain gets there. Still Reyes though with the ball. And Villarreal steps in, and great pressure from the home side, Troy Tokarczyk.
Yeah, you know when Sacramento just has to knock the ball out of bounds and get some balance and some organization back, that it was definitely a good attack.
Now there's a player down. Fans, you can continue to enjoy the USL on ESPN through the 2022 season. The USL is excited to announce that the Championship and League One will remain with the leader in sports for 3 more years. ESPN Plus will continue to be the home of all things USL, and at least 19 games a year will be featured on the ESPN family of networks, including 9 games on ESPN Deportes. Continue to follow, support, and watch your club on ESPN and ESPN Plus. Substitution for the Roughnecks. Yanu Silva has come off. And in comes Fredlin Montpremier, who has a great story from the last home game, which I'll tell you about in a minute. Here's Manny Gonzalez. Rain slightly heavier now. It's not going to affect things here tonight.
You can tell by Encian's subbing that he's going after the win. He really wants to get back. He's not looking at a tie or, I mean, he's basically putting attacking players, trying to get a nice little boost to that attack and try to get some opportunities.
DaCosta's gone down, tackled fairly. Yeah, both teams wanting the 3 points for totally different reasons. The Roughnecks just to get some momentum to continue into next season with 2 more home games after this one, as Montpremier manages to fall over and still control the ball here. Sliding challenge from Hayden Partain. It's been played in a good spirit. We haven't seen many bad fouls at all. 5 goals. Lots of attacking play. Here are the Roughnecks again, knocking on the door with Altamirano. Ball into the box is loose. Jaime Villarreal picks it up, plays it to the left-hand side to Sam Werner. Werner will now go the long way round, trying to go round Matt Sheldon, who holds him up. Throw in will go to Werner. Just going to talk to you about Fredlin Montpremier. He scored his first professional goal. First goal for the Roughnecks after a 50-minute weather delay. Last time out, a couple of weeks ago here at One Oak against San Antonio. The score was 3-3, 50-minute break, and Montpremier wins it. The man on the ball here. Roughnecks go away with a win, 4 goals to 3, and it was a fine, fine goal and very well celebrated by the whole squad. Here's Malcolm Roberts. Montpremier would dearly love to get another goal for the Roughnecks here to bring them to 3-3. Boyke wins the throw-in, the corner. So Coach Encian then has made his substitutions, all attacking ones, as Troy Tokarczyk points out. Very attacking lineup as DaCosta comes across to take this corner. It'll be an in-swinger with his left foot. He's already got 2 assists tonight. You can see the rain coming down there as he comes across. I don't know about you, Coach. I used to love playing in the rain.
Oh, this rain's perfect for it. This is just enough to get you nice and wet. You're not gonna sweat at all, and you can run forever.
Here's DaCosta. Low into the box, cleared away, and there was plenty of rain in England, I can tell you.
Do you think that was mishit, or do you think he's trying to skip it in?
Yeah, one or the other. Here's the ball into the box and taken well by Bobby Shuttleworth. He goes down on one knee, takes a little bit of time out of the game, and then rolls it out. Villarreal down to Skundrich.
Now is about the time where you begin to see the gamesmanship. You know, you're going to see some Sacramento players with cramps, or a goalkeeper that goes down to ground, and you know they're trying to play their way into a win, and Roughnecks are going to have to find a sense of urgency here quick.
Well, I'm sure Coach Elliott would have said to them, look, you've given the lifeline back to the Roughnecks, go out and get the next goal, which they did, and then game management. See the game out. No more mistakes. 48 goals have Sacramento Republic on the season, team goals, as the ball is sliced into touch. And the 37 goals conceded, including the 2 today. Sam Werner's down. I think when he cleared that ball there, it looked so he may have twisted his ankle. And the referee bringing someone on. Did you see a twist there as he cleared it there, Troy Tokarczyk?
I don't know that I saw much. He definitely mishit it.
We are going to see, there he is, Sam Werner. Down on the wet grass. As the rain falling here. So a few stoppages, but you know, if you're Coach Elliott now, as we said, you'd want your team to manage this game now, the last 10 or so minutes, and go away with the win. I think he's all right, the lad.
I think he got his calf massaged a couple of times, and I think he's going to be okay.
Great shot of the rain coming down there. Here in downtown Tulsa, a 5-goal thriller.
Who knows, maybe that's a little bit of pride for shanking that ball out of bounds.
It's like one of my drives that was on the golf course. Here's Sheldon, the man in frame, gets us underway again to captain Cyprian Hedrick. Hedrick to Roberts. Sacramento just sitting off a little bit now. Boyke. One step over, steps inside. Legendre. Altamirano. Round Skundrich. Still with the ball here, Altamirano. Neat ball to Legendre. Legendre nutmegs one. Altamirano takes over. Ball into the box is a good one. And that one is out, and it's going to be a throw-in for the left-back, Jordan McCrary, who will take his time. Sacramento Republic away record is 5-2-8, wins versus Austin Bold, San Antonio included. Would dearly love to go away with their 5th win in as many years. Here at One Oak, never lost, never dropped a point, and they're now up to a tally of 15 goals in those 5 games.
Well, I will say that in all of those home games, this is the first time that the Roughnecks have scored 2 on them.
You're absolutely right. Good start there, yeah. 5 goals in total. And you're right, first time they've hit 2. Here's the ball in from Sheldon. Easy chest back from Skundrich. Step back to keeper Shuttleworth, and he's not going to pick it up unless there's pressure, and there is applied from Montpremier.
It takes a lot of composure to take a ball off your chest to your goalkeeper inside that 6-yard box.
There's the fans, there's the drums. Home fans trying to get another goal at that end of the field to bring us back to 3-3. 3-2 the score, 4 goals in the first half, and then Cameron Iwasa's goal, the only goal of the second half. Possession around about 50-50. Here's McCrary. Cut out well again by Sheldon, who's had a pretty decent game at right back. Sliding challenge coming in. Boyke. Brings in Legendre. Now Altamirano takes over.
You can begin to see it shifting to where Sacramento's starting to set in and just protect the lead and try to take their 3-2 victory. And possession's shifting over to the Roughnecks quite a bit, and they're trying to basically infiltrate that defense.
Untidy clearance there. Of course, the other thing is for the Roughnecks, Troy Tokarczyk, they haven't got the big man up front. So maybe some sort of harder hit lower balls into the box. The pullbacks from the likes of Altamirano might be a more effective weapon than balls up into the air into the box.
And I agree with you, which is a lot of the reason why they've started to attack the flanks instead of down the middle.
Malcolm Roberts, slightly untidy ball, but Cyprian Hedrick gets control of it, and then his ball is slightly lazy. Ball out. It's going to be a throw in here for Kevin Aleman. Aleman, the 25-year-old Costa Rican, had to be content with a place on the bench. Here's McCrary. Lots of soccer to be played, both in the regular season and, of course, when we get to the playoff stages. Will not involve the Tulsa Roughnecks, but will involve Sacramento Republic, who want that 4th spot, so they get a home tie. So substitution for Simon Elliott's men, as we've got just about 6 minutes to go. There's the foul coming up there, clear foul. Skundrich will make way. There's Simon Elliott with the cap there, the New Zealander, just trying to get over the line now. Bonomo has come on, Stefano Bonomo. for the last 5 minutes, or he's coming on. There he is. So time running out as the lad from Hillsborough, California comes onto the field, Bonomo. Time running out for the Roughnecks. Iwasa battling away down on that left-hand side, the captain. It's going to be a throw-in. And it's going to be taken by the left-back, Jordan McCrary. Untidy challenger. I think the referee's going to give a free kick. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Free kick then. Time running out. Sean Lewis with it, up towards halfway. Underneath this is DaCosta. Tries to flick it on. Gonzalez there was involved. Here's Reyes winning a header on halfway. Hedrick steps in. Boyke then brings the ball down. The number 21 for the Roughnecks in the middle of the field. Still with the ball. And then ran into Cameron Iwasa, who tackled it. Bonomo now. Ball will go back to keeper Shuttleworth. Hedrick wins the header. Reyes picks it up on halfway for the Roughnecks now, who dearly want this third goal to tie things up. Just 2.5 minutes of the 90 left. Overhit ball, and Reyes is disappointed. And again, Sacramento Republic can take their time here. Coach Troy Takacha can see this game out.
Oh, yeah. A lot of walking going on. A lot of walking.
Roughnecks will return to One Oak next Saturday for New Mexico United. Again, lots to play for. Manny Gonzalez. Altamirano misses his header. More frustration for the home side as the clock comes up to the 88-minute mark. Throw in then, down the right-hand side, flicked on. Iwasa's up there battling. Ball thrown back, though, to Sean Lewis. Lewis will go quickly now to Hedrick. Urgency now from the home side. Manny Gonzalez brings in Malin Roberts. Roberts has had a pretty good game at the back, although maybe question marks over the third goal, where everybody stopped and looked at each other. No offside. Cameron Iwasa, time and space. Will it be the winning goal? Here is Iwasa. Ball chipped up down the right-hand side. Legendre is back there. And he will just play the ball out under a little bit of pressure.
I think Sacramento's doing a fantastic job of seeing this game out. If the Roughnecks are going to have any success over the next 6 minutes or so, they're going to have to find a sense of urgency. Right now, they just seem like they're moving the ball left to right, left to right. They need to get vertical, and they need to go quick.
Curtis Mayo, the fourth official, will hold the board up in just a few seconds. 30 seconds till the 90. Referee coming over, I think, to talk to Coach Simon Elliott about something. Nobody's sure entirely what it is. Coach Elliott holding both hands up. So we're on again. I think he's refereed it pretty well tonight.
I think he's done a fantastic job.
Throw-in will go the way of the Roughnecks, who trail here by 3-2. So there'll be 5 minutes. 5 minutes to play. Have we a surprise in store? LA Galaxy still trailing by 2-0 in Colorado. We'll bring you some other latest scores in just a moment, because here's DaCosta. And he's not hit that one very well. And here's Hayden Partain bringing in Jaime Villarreal. Bonomo. Villarreal has got him behind the defence here. Thinks about going towards the corner. Got some latest scores there from Troy Tokarczyk.
Looks like New Mexico and Rio Grande are tied 0-0 in the 19th minute. Louisville's up on St. Louis 1-0 in the 60th minute. And Birmingham and Battery are tied at halftime.
In the East Conference, of course. Here's the throw in then from Jordan McCrary with his side so nearly over the line. 5 goals in this one, 4 in the first half. Here's Altamirano, who's had some bright spots in this second half, but he's deep in his own half here. Goes long, up towards Montpremier. One back by Sacramento Republic. Villarreal back to McCrary. McCrary will go all the way back to Shuttleworth. Pressure needed from Montpremier. Clearance from Shuttleworth towards the right-hand side will go out, and it'll be a throw into the Roughnecks. And they want another ball. And now we're going to get 2 at once. Here's Legendre then with the throw-in. Still in his own half, some 10 yards back from the halfway line, right in front of Simon Elliott's bench here. DaCosta's chest goes out. Throw in then to Sacramento Republic. Iwasa holds the ball up, lays it off. Roughnecks trying to win it back. Partain, neat little ball to the right-hand side to Bonomo. A few step overs from the big man.
He was never going to play that ball in the box.
And you're right, he takes some precious time out, and there is a corner now for Sacramento Republic, and this could well be a short corner. Frustration for the home side. Werner it is, who will just play it short here to Bonomo. That ball is going to go out for a goal kick. So the Roughnecks have maybe one last chance. You often get one last chance, don't you, in a game of soccer? Are we going to see one tonight?
You need possession for that. So let's see what the Roughnecks can do here.
Yeah, here's Reyes, who's done pretty well in the middle of the park there tonight. Legendre looks for Altamirano, whacked away by Skundrich. 1-on-1 with keeper and Iwasa. Good play. Good innovative goalkeeping then from Sean Lewis. Here's Malin Roberts. Sheldon, who's done pretty well at right back, to Gonzalez. Gonzalez has to go long now, looking for DaCosta. DaCosta's beaten by Hansapolis. Villarreal tries to go through the legs of Sheldon. Sheldon wins it back. Hardly any time left now. Gonzalez. Legendre. Mike Ensian stands there. Nothing more he can do. Altamirano to Malin Roberts. Malin Roberts, driven ball to the near side to Sheldon. Sheldon infield first time to Boyke. Boyke into the box. Montpremier missed it, and that could have been the chance. One back by Legendre, who's done well since coming on at left back. Gonzalez into the box. DaCosta's under this, but it's away by Deckel Kainan. Ball spins away towards the 18-yard line. Again, Skundrich gets on the end of that one. Roberts here will have to go back to keeper Lewis. Urgency now from the Roughnecks, who trail by 3-2. Long ball from Hedrick. Again, easy one for Skundrich to head away. And that is the final whistle. The 100% record for Sacramento Republic at One Oak continues. They make it now 5 wins out of 5. in a tremendous game of soccer. There's Coach Hensley, who no doubt will be disappointed that his side, even though before the first whistle went, his side were mathematically out of the playoffs. He will go and shake hands with Simon Elliott there in the black cap. Elliott it is who will take his side on, looking for the playoff spots at the top of the league. Coach Hensley will pick his side up for next Saturday. And Coach Troy Tokarczyk, it's been a wonderful game of soccer to watch.
Yeah, it's actually been a back and forth game with possession and definite flow going to both sides.
It's finished then 3-2. We'll have a look at some of the highlights. A lot of highlights, of course, to show you. There's Janu Silva, who will have a look at his goal in just a few moments. It's been well refereed. There's Cyprian Hedrick, the captain. Mike Ensign out there, as always, shaking hands with the officials, who had a good night as well. And the Roughnecks, as I said, will have to pick themselves up for 2 more home games to finish this season. There's Cameron Iwasa talking to Yamanda Vukovic, of course, who a former Sacramento player back in 2014. Iwasa it was who got the winning goal, as we'll see in just a few moments. But you have to credit the Roughnecks, Coach, from coming back from, you know, giving away the 2 goals to go in at half-time 2-2. Showed some character.
Yeah, I figure, you know, earlier in the season when they probably went down 2-0 pretty quick, and they ended down 6-0. So, you know, to respond to that down 2-0, that's important.
Here's the first goal. There's Simon Elliott, who goes away with the points. We'll look at the first goal in our highlights package here. It was Vijev, the Bulgarian here, after just 13 minutes. And that's a quality finish from a quality player.
Yeah, coming off of a defensive mistake.
There's the second goal, and that was 2-0, Eni Voldsen. The Roughnecks get back in it with a Marlon header here from a Da Costa assist. And then before half-time, there's big Janu Silva taking us into 2-2. He's pleased with his 6th goal of the season. Bijev hits the bar with nobody else but the goal in front of him. He was to have another effort, but here's the bizarre winner from Cameron Iwasa.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't make a comment whether it was offside or not because I'm not even there, but oh gosh, it sure does look like it.
Roughnecks kept banging on the door, but Shuttleworth was up to it. There was the header from Janu Silva, which is about as good as it got in the second half. Although there was one more good save from Shuttleworth from Altamirano here, who did well. Altamirano had a good game. Still, his side were trailing by 3 goals to 2. And there's Coach Ensign, who threw on his substitutes, did everything he could. Difficult for a team to lose in 5 and also, you know, to be out of the playoffs. But he'll want to pick them up for the last 2 games to build a little bit of momentum going into next season, Troy Tokarczyk.
Yeah, there was definitely a spunk to them tonight. They could have given up, but they did. They responded to it, and you know they came up a little bit short. Sacramento played a fantastic game.
Kudos to the fans as well who stuck by it, and kudos to the players and Coach Ensign. They always win, lose or draw. Always are out there shaking hands. Lots of players know each other, of course. So the kids who like to get the autographs and the photographs with the players have been royally entertained tonight. But alas, the home fans, it will not be so happy for them as they have lost this game. I want to say thank you to Alan and the production crew tonight. I want to say thank you to Troy Tokarczyk, who's been alongside me, Dave Saunders, here tonight. And I want to thank you for tuning in and watching this wonderful USL Championship match, which is finished here in downtown Tulsa as we say goodnight. Final score then for the final time is the Tulsa Roughnecks 2, Sacramento Republic FC 3.
name's Sean Riley. I'm a practicing chiropractor in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've been fortunate to practice for 19 years, owner-operator of the integrated facility Tulsa Spine and Rehab. This is what sets us apart at Tulsa Spine and Rehab. Integrated care. We have multiple different providers providing multiple different options for multiple different types of conditions. We have a concise treatment plan. What that means is it's not going to be open-ended. We're going to make specific recommendations. We're going to get you feeling better as quickly as we possibly can. And lastly, we're going to get you, the patient, on board with your treatment. What that means is we want to get you involved. We want to get you doing home exercise. We want you modifying activity. And what that means is we're going to try to keep you out of this office. Ultimately, we want to get you moving.
How was school today?
Mrs. Smith, what are you doing?
Recycling.
You can't put plastic bags in the blue recycling cart, but you can recycle this milk jug. You can recycle stuff from all over the house.
You can recycle this empty box.
What about these hangers?
Just aluminum and steel cans, paper and cardboard, plastic bottles and jugs,
Glass bottles and jars.
To learn more, check out tulsarecycles.com.
In about 8th grade, I realized that my knees really were hurting, and I ended up tearing both of my patellar tendons in several places.
Dr. Stanley and Tulsa Bone and Joint, he gave us all of our options, explained them, and we knew walking out that we were in the best place possible for her. From a mom's perspective, without Dr. Stanley, without his staff, we would not have been able to give her her senior year.
I'm Chad Smith with Becco Contractors. As an employer, we're always worried about new employees coming to the job and not being aware of their surroundings and just not knowing what they're really doing because it's a new job site. So the partnership with Tulsa Tech has really helped us take that worry out of the equation. We know that they're fully trained and ready to go by the time they show up on the job.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.